Good morning. We are taking a train from Munich through the green Bavarian landscape. We are on the way to Donauwörth, a beautiful Bavarian town, about 100 kilometers northeast of Munich city. We have reached Donauwörth, the train station. And this is the way to the city center. After a short while, we reach the river Wörnitz, which we cross. We are now on the little island Ried, which is surrounded by the Wörnitz river. The local museum, Heimatmuseum. Over there is already the Rieder Tor, the gate Ried, through which we're gonna leave this little island. But first we have to cross this arm of the river Wörnitz, not much water there. And this is the saint patron, Saint Nicholas. And another view of the gate Ried, the Rieder Tor. A view of the city wall. And then we are going through the gate. And this is the Rathaus, the town hall of Donauwörth. This way is the town center, but we are going in a different direction. We are going for a hike first before visiting the historic city center. Into a small park. Head and violin seem to be reversed. Moving on through the park. Some sports. Not fully sure how this is supposed to work. I think this is the castle ruin Mangoldstein. Going up the Kalvarienberg, the Calvary. The Kalvarienberg Kapelle, the Calvary Chapel. We have left Donauwörth and are going east, up a hill. The pedestrian bridge to cross the B2. Nice view of Donauwörth, passing the public pool area at the Schellenberg. Passing the former military Alfred Delp barracks. Now they are building something else there. Some kind of back door to the barracks. Now is the time of the poppies. Very nice green landscape. Reaching Zirgesheim, which is a part of Donauwörth. A nice village. but we are just passing by and we are going into a forest. We are leaving the forest for a short while to visit the chapel Zirgesheim. From here we have a nice view of Zirgesheim and the surroundings. Moving on through the forest. It's not hot today, but very humid. It's very quiet here. It's only end of June, but this field here is already ripe. Not fully sure, but I think this is rapeseed. In front of Schäfstall, we are not going into the village, but we are turning right. View of Schäfstall. Not fully sure yet, but there seems to be something wrong with the map. There is no road anymore. We must be careful. Lots of thistles and thorns. There is definitely something wrong with the map. We didn't plan to go through the undergrowth. We are leaving the forest directly in front of Saint Felicitas. This was kind of a surprise to us. Unfortunately, Saint Felicitas is locked. Nice view. The Donau River in the foreground and some quarry ponds in the back. Moving on. The Napoleon stone should be very close. After a few steps there is a sign. Up there is the Napoleon stone. This is the stone. From this place Napoleon Bonaparte on October 7th, 1805 watched his troops crossing the Lech River. A nice view, but we cannot see the Lech River. Far behind the trees is the Lech River. The Battle of Ulm lasted from October 8th to October 20th. On this historic ground we are having lunch. Moving on, back towards Donauwörth. It's still some way until we will reach Donauwörth. Now we have reached the Deutschordenstraße, which we will follow for a while. We have reached Zirgesheim again, this time from the other side. Through Zirgesheim. They look very tasty. This was a Wichtelmännchen fountain. The church, Maria Immaculata, Mary Immaculate. Leaving Zirgesheim. Nice sunflowers. These apples are rather small. Hopefully they will become bigger. Under crossing the B2. Now we are back in Donauwörth. This is the old port at the river Donau. The historic bank wall. A few steps back to a beer garden. We need cold drinks. The Angel Cellar. A really nice place. Let's move on. Walking along the Donau River again. Here the river Donau and the river Wörnitz come together. Passing a friendly lady. We are crossing the Friedensbrücke, the Peace Bridge. We want to go there to the Donauspitz, where the Wörnitz flows into the Donau. The inscription, in Treue fest, mit Gott für König und Vaterland. In fidelity we stand, with God for King and Fatherland. And now we are at the very front of the Donauspitz. At the right side there is the Donau River, and at the left side there is the Wörnitz River flowing into the Donau. And now going back towards the town center. Crossing the Peace Bridge again. This street is called Reichsstraße. We are already in the center of Donauwörth. Many beautiful historic houses. This is the Tanzhaus, the dance house. I think here should be the archaeological museum, but I cannot find it. And this is the municipal library. This is the Liebfrauenmünster. We have to walk to the entrance on the other side. inside the very impressive Liebfrauenmünster. Mary, Mother of God. In front of the church is this fountain. I'm not fully sure, but maybe it's the Reichsbrunnen. The Fuggerhaus, also called Pflegehaus. And here in this direction we are moving on. What's this? Just learned these are historic military barracks, also used as military hospital. Now there are apartments in there. Nice tower, but I do not know the name. Some nice art here. The bird statues on the roof are there to chase away pigeons. Moving on, some light rain has started. Die Christuskirche, the Christ Church, looks a bit more modern. The Käthe Kruse Puppet Museum. Unfortunately, we have no time for it today. Donauwörth is a really nice place. The Calvary Chapel, here we have already passed by this morning. These castle remains we have also already seen this morning. We have reached the historic train tunnel, which is now a pedestrian underpass. And into the tunnel. And leaving the tunnel, moving on to the Heiligkreuzkirche, the Holy Cross Church. The former train tunnel has brought us outside of the historic city wall. On our right side there is the river Wörnitz, up again to the historic city center. This is the Holy Cross Church. It contains the grave of the Lady Herzogin Maria von Brabant, who died in the year 1256. She was beheaded by order of her husband, Herzog Ludwig II, dem Strengen, based on false suspicions of marital infidelity. This is why ladies should always be very careful to whom they get married to. Beautiful church. Gnadenkapelle, Chapel of Mercy. Walking back through the historic city center towards the train station. Passing again the Liebfrauenmünster. Ice cream shop. Of course we have to go in. Jamaica and rice taste. Wow, this is nice. Hurrying back to the train station. The Rieder Gate again. Crossing the little island Ried. crossing the river Wörnitz. Back at the train station. The train is already waiting for us. Luckily, the train is not overcrowded. In 1.5 hours, we will be back in Munich. We're saying goodbye and God bless you.